Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, back with another one from the Vocation box set for this year, 2023. It's still 2023, just about. Um, got a couple more beers to do. Um, I think that this is not a special one this year. They've got some beers together that have been released elsewhere, and you can buy them singly. Apart from this one, I believe the actual Christmas pudding ridiculous one is special to this box. But I think the other ones aren't. But anyway, never mind. Let's have a look at what we've got today. Don't get me wrong; these are fantastic beers. I've really enjoyed having them. And this one is from their volumes set. Let's try. What worked last time? I sort of did it to the side, didn't I? And then I got it to focus. Apart from this time, it hasn't focused. Let's go for a zoom in. And I come out again. There we go. Vocation Volumes 23. And this one is called Sugar and Spice Amaretto Stout at 6.5% on the ABV. And it is a picture of a glass of amaretto, or I am not a connoisseur, shall we say, of amaretto, but you never know. It's quite cool. I like it. And this is the December edition. So I guess they've done volumes each month, and this is December's one. And it says, be it on the rocks, in a punchy Godfather or classic sour, amaretto is a quintessential after dinner Christmas aperitif. What better way to celebrate with our final volumes edition for the year? So that's what basically they're saying it's their volumes edition. Oh my god! And it's gone out of focus. What's it? There we go. So we got marzipan, biscuit, and a liqueur-y taste. Sweet marzipan with background liqueur taste to elevate this classic stout into something more fitting for after dinner drinks. Chum on. Let's see. Where's the thing here? Well, number one, let's see if it focuses on there. But number two, can we see what is in this bad boy? Is it because it's focused on me? That's the thing I like. Right, let's try and get this in focus. I'm not having it. You see? Come on. Hocus pocus, why don't you focus? There we go, nice. So, beer, we've got oats, we've got gluten. Have we actually got the Amarillo in there? Or Amaretto, I should say. Don't know. Doesn't seem to give it away, does it, dear viewer? Right, let's put that up there. Let's crack this bad boy. We'll see what we get. So, yeah, so volumes. I believe they do one every month. So that's a kind of special edition. I don't think they do that as a box set. They just release different beers. And if you're lucky enough, to get these beers throughout the year, you might have got one of these already. Right. Get that into the glass. Do a reasonably aggressive pour. And this is only 6.5. There we go. Put that back there. I'm not sure about the label. I mean, look at that, right? That's obvious. That one's quite obvious. These two, bit murky, bit murky. Right, so if I turn this round for the map of the Hebden Bridge, got a two-finger head on a small glass. That's interesting. But if you look at the head, there's some massive bubbles, some fat bubbles in there. The actual beer itself is dark as anything. And this is a lot darker. This is like kind of coffee coloured, I'd say. And that's quite apt because amaretto's a coffee liqueur, right? I think. And that's what I'm getting on the nose. Coffee, but it's coffee, but not coffee. Now, this is going to sound really pretentious, but on the nose, I'm getting umami. That kind of, yeah, that kind of unctuous, spicy, sort of oxo-cubey, marmite sort of weird thing that doesn't really smell or taste, in my eyes, like anything else. It's its own unique taste. You buying that, guys? No, but really, that's what it smells like. Right, let's dive in. Oh, before I do that, dear viewer, please consider subscribing to the channel. If this is a new video for you, if this is not your first time with Unclejona, then why not leave a comment down below? Really does help out, believe it or not. All the comments help just as much as clicking like. So why not do both? Cheers and beers. Ooh, nice. That is really interesting because it started off creamy, sweet, a little bit of coffee, and as soon as I finished, I was getting almond. So it must be an almond liqueur. Um, amaretto, which I guess is where the marzipan kind of thing comes in, because marzipan, as we all know, dear viewer, has got that kind of almondy thing going on, and that I'm actually getting now on the nose. Weird, but definitely that kind of thing. I'm also getting sort of a cracked cinder toffee kind of thing going on. Whereas other beers, like yesterday's, for example, there was this definite kind of biscuity thing going on. This beer doesn't have it. I can see why it's part of their sugar and spice, yeah, sort of moniker, shall we say? But yeah, wow, that really did give me a hit of marzipan. That was crazy. And look at that, we have got a nice straight line over Hebden Bridge. It kind of merges in with the clouds. But what was a sort of thin kind of stratus cloud is now a thick cumulonimbus. Cheers and beers. Yeah, there is that kind of spiciness to it as well. But yeah, it's definitely that kind of almondy thing going on. There's also a little bit of tiny bit of kind of sandiness, a bit of grittiness. So this is not a thin beer. This has got a bit of body to it. It's not super thick. It's not like a milkshake. But for a stout, this is probably quite thick and milky as it goes. And I don't think, if I remember, I don't think there's extra lactose in there, or they would have mentioned it. No gluten, but that's from the oats. What's this thing? Whoa, there we go. Get rid of that bad boy for a change. But yeah, this is a really nice beer actually, and only 6.5%. Wow, quite carbonation too. This is, yeah, wow. I'd say this is the best of the kind of lower ABV ones. So these two were quite high, and obviously this one was just by far the best. But out of these two, so 8 and 6.5, I'm going to have to go with this one because that one wasn't too thick. It was a little bit too sweet for me. And I rated this one, I'll move that out of the way again, the cookies, chocolate cookies and cream, or whatever it was, caramel cookie even. I rated that as the best beer in the box from last year's box. but not this year, dear viewer. This is right in the upping and offing and all that kind of stuff. Wow, is this only 6.5? I'm slurring already. But at the moment, it's between may contain sixpence versus the sugar and spice. And this is really good. This is an unctuous beer. It really is. If this was an 8% instead of a 6.5, ooh, it would be even closer. But this is pretty good. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Look, the head is sticking much better to the glass than the one from yesterday. So I like that. I like that a lot. This has been your loving Uncle Jonah, drinking beers, part of the Vocation set. We've only got one more of these to go. Got a couple from the other kind of Vocation set that I've been drinking lately as well. Life is good at the moment. Personal life, not so good. Lots of shit going on. But beer-wise, doing quite well. Chamon. Right, we'll be back tomorrow with another beer review. And until then, dear viewer, I'll see you real soon.